Okay, hello and welcome everyone. Hello and welcome to ABS, Authors Business School. I'm so excited to have you here. How are you doing? How has your weekend been? And I hope you are having an exciting and very restful Sunday. Okay, I am going to go straight into this video, this live streaming section, because I don't want it to be too long, at least maximum 30 minutes. All right. My name is Ihoma Linda Ariwodo, and I welcome you to Authors Business School. I created this Telegram channel as a place where authors and would-be authors, aspiring authors, wannabe authors can come together and find tips. They can get access to insights. They can get access to resources, all right, that will help them on their authorship journey. Because when I started up as a newbie author, I made a lot of mistakes. Nobody told me those things. Nobody taught me those things. But I learned by trying and by making errors, correcting my mistakes. So I want to help you not go through the same process that I went through, so you can start making money from your ebook. You can start making money from your book. All right, it's not just about writing a book, but you need to start making money from your book. Okay, so that is why I created this Telegram group. That is why I created this Telegram group, to help us as authors go through the business of authoring our books and be successful at it. So my name is Ihoma Linda Ariwodo. Like I have mentioned, some of you probably have bought my courses, and some of you probably are my old-time students or new students. I am a transformational coach, a certified transformational coach, and I am also a publisher and a book project strategist. I have authored a lot of books, and I have most books. I have about 21 books right now on Amazon. And believe me, I don't make less than $100,000 every month. Yes, I don't make less than $100,000 every month. All right. So it's not bragging, but that is the truth. That's the gospel truth. So I want to also help you be able to do that. Now, this webinar is not about Amazon. Today's webinar is not going to be about Amazon. Today's webinar is going to be about you not being able to sell the books that you are selling on social media, either your printed books or your ebooks. Why people are not downloading and paying for your books, why you haven't been able to sell up to 100K since you launched your book a year ago, or maybe 3 months or 6 months ago. This is what I am going to be showing you, the reasons why your book or your ebook is not selling. Whether you have a print book or you have an ebook that you created and you have been selling, posting, launching and marketing on social media, nobody's buying it, but you're getting a lot of congratulations. I am going to be showing you the reasons why people are not buying them. All right, so in 2020, that was when I started my love affair, my romance with self-publishing. I've always been an author. I write a lot. And before 2020, at late 2019, I asked someone, my mentor precisely, who is a multiple time author, I asked him how much it would cost me to print my book, to start selling my books. And he said I would need to have at least 250K to publish one book. So I didn't have that money that particular time, but I set it as one of my goals for myself in the year 2020. But we all know that at the onset of 2020, like around February, March, COVID-19 struck. So where I work, because I also work at a 9-to-5 job as an accountant, where I work, we weren't going to the office for more than 3 months. You remember, there was this sit at home thing, okay? Social distancing. So I was at home for 3 months and I wasn't earning any salary. There was no money coming in. It now dawned on me that if I don't find another strategy, if I don't get a plan B, my goal of becoming a published author might not be actualized. I might not get to achieve it by the end of 2020. That fear was what propelled me to go searching. I started searching on Facebook, searching online, on Google, on YouTube, all over. I was searching crazily because I didn't have any other thing to do. There was no work to do. I was just sitting every day with my laptop at home. So I started searching, and then I found Amazon publishing. I found self-publishing, and I started and I studied about it for like a month. I published my 2 books. I published 2 books first, and before you know it, I started selling my books. I started making money from books. That was the first time it dawned on me that I didn't need to print my book before I could sell it. So if you're here and you're thinking that you need to have a print book before you can sell, that is not the complete truth. You can also have an ebook that is just 12 pages, an ebook that is just 34 pages, and people are buying it like wildfire. I have most of my books. Okay, I wrote a small book, a mini book that is called Ultimate Description for Authors, how authors can write the best description for their Amazon books. That book is not up to 20 pages, but that book has been making me so much money for the past 3 months right now. Okay, so don't think that it's because your book is in ebook format, is an ebook, it's not a print book, that's why it's not. An author contacted me on Friday. She came telling me that she actually has an ebook that is just 50 pages, and since she wrote that ebook and launched it 2 years ago, that she hasn't made up to 10,000 naira, which means she hasn't sold up to 10 copies, 1,000 each. So she told me that she intended to convert it into a print book, but she wanted me to look at it and tell her what was actually wrong so she could know what to correct and what to put in place. All right. So the first thing I said to her was that your book doesn't need to be in print to sell. An ebook, a valuable ebook, can also sell. But while I was looking at that book, as I took out time to go through the ebook of less than 35 pages that I read in less than 2 hours, I finished reading the book. I found out these 7 points that I am going to be sharing with you today. The 7 reasons why people write books, why authors spend their time writing books, spend their resources, spend their energy, some even spend their money writing books, and at the end of the day, it doesn't sell. Now, let's look at the first point. The first point why your book will not sell is that it has an ugly cover. Oh my God. This is one of the mistakes that authors make. All right? This is one of the mistakes that authors make. Packaging is very, very essential. Even when you are thinking about the content, the content of your book, you want to create a valuable content, you also must put into consideration the packaging of your book. You can't be a beautiful woman and then you're putting on a sack clothes. Everybody's going to be smiling at you when they're passing across you on the road. You need to package your book in a way that the packaging is attractive, the packaging is captivating, the packaging piques the interest of the people who you are calling out to. All right? So make sure that your book cover is well done. If you have a skill, if you're skilled in graphic design, there are free sites like Poster My Wall, free sites like Canva, where you can go and create a beautiful book cover. Beautiful book cover. Now, if you're doing your book cover for yourself, make sure that you do not use fonts that does not align with the topic or the subject of your book. There are font sizes that are ugly. There are font sizes that are for kids. There are font sizes that are for funny jokes. There are font sizes that are serious. There are font sizes that are for horror. So when you're writing a serious book, don't go use a horror font. Talk about color. What about color? Colors have meanings. Colors are symbols. When you're writing a business book or you're writing a relationship book, Use the color white, use the color red. Look for images, look for graphics that depicts the idea, the topic, or the subjects that you want to portray in your book. These are the things that will catch and captivate the interest of your target audience. So once you launch your book and you start slapping your ebook cover on every platform on social media, the first thing that the people are going to see is your ebook cover, is your book cover. So if it is not ugly, my dear, even if you dash me an ugly book, a beautiful book that has an ugly book cover, I will not take it. So that's how it works. The eye should first feed before their minds will start to feed on the content. So people will first of all feed on the book cover. If it's catchy enough, if it is captivating enough, if it is professionally done, they will now be like, wow, this person really knows what he or she is doing, and they will want to buy your book. So if you're not selling, it's probably that you have that you have an ugly cover. So if you have graphical skills, like I said, go learn how to create ebook covers for free. On Poster My Wall, there are free templates there. On Canva, there are free templates there that you can use. And if you don't want to do it yourself, you can hire people like us to create your ebook cover for you. Or you can go on Fiverr and get people to do your ebook cover for you. On freelancing side, there are also local Nigerian freelancing sites where they can get your e-cover done for you for as cheap as 2,000 naira. Okay, for as cheap as 2,000 naira. So if you need that, just let me know in the group and I will send you some other resources to help you learn how to create an ebook cover. All right, the second reason why your book is not selling is because your description is terrible. Oh my God. Your description is terrible. Dear author, please, your description is not about you. Authors should stop doing this. Your description is not about you. When you, for example, take a physical print book. If you have a physical print book in your house, just look at it. You're going to find out that at the back cover, okay, of a physical print book, you are going to see it divided into two segments. The top part is what we call the about the author or the author bio. That is where the author can say about himself or herself, tell us what his qualifications, tell us about his personal profile and all that. And then underneath it is the description. Most books don't have about the authors, they only have the description. But the mistake most authors in Nigeria do is that they turn their description into an about me, about the author bio. No, your description is not about you, it's about the book. Your description is the place where you tell the ideal reader, the ideal buyer of your book, what your book is all about. You start with a hook. Like I said, I have a book that shows you how to create catchy, captivating description. So you start with a hook and then you tell them who the book is for, what they will gain from the book, and you give them a call to action, what they should do immediately. You don't go telling them about yourself. What people in Nigeria, what authors in Nigeria actually do is, I am this, a man of God, a Christian, a well-known author. I went to this school, went to that school. That is your author bio, or that is your about you. It is not your description. Your description should be about the book. Remember that if you're buying a print book, after you're being captivated by the beautiful and catchy cover, the next thing that you do is to turn the back and read the description of the book. Why are you reading the description of the book? You want to find out if what you are actually looking for or what you think is in the book is what is actually in the book. So that is your chance. That is another opportunity for you to captivate the interest of your ideal buyer. Okay, so if your book is not selling, it's because you have a terrible description. You have made your description into an about you. about you. It is not about you. It is about your book. And please don't write the summary of your book in your description. Don't go doing the whole summary of your book in your description, or else they will get the whole details and they won't buy. There's a skill to it, there's a strategy to it, which is in that small book that I am selling, which you can also have access to. Okay, so the third reason why your book is not selling, or why it might not sell, it may not sell, is that your content is so poor. Your content is so poor. Your content is not valuable enough. One mistake I have noticed in my career, in the few years that I have started coaching people and consulting for people, authors, on how to write their books, is that authors just wake up in the morning, or writers, let me call them writers, people who have the hobby, who are passionate about writing, or who have the ability or talent to write, will just wake up one morning and then they start writing. And after they are done writing the book, because we said that everyone can be an author, they after all, you can write with free tools, they package it up and they start selling it. No. Writing a book, authoring a book, has gone way beyond interest, hobby, passion, or talent. It is now a full-blown business. And if you want to make it profitable for you, you want to be successful at it, you need to acquire the skills. You need to acquire the skills of writing. So you don't just wake up one morning and you start writing what you feel is beneficial to you, because you are not writing for yourself. There are people who have actually told this line, who are great authors, who are best-selling authors. So what you need to do to create a powerful content, to create valuable content, to produce and create a wonderful book that people will beg you to buy, is to do research about the kind of books in that particular niche that you want to write. You don't just wake up one morning and because you're feeling motivated, you're feeling like inspiring people, you just go out there and you start writing a motivational book or an inspiring book. No, your book has to go beyond motivational and inspirational to educational. People need to get information that can solve a specific problem for them. So people no longer read motivational books anymore. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. So if you're writing a motivational book, you need to be a well-known author with a well-known brand. All right? So to create valuable content, to create content that people will love, people will beg to buy, you need to do research. You need to do research. You need to find out who are the people that you are writing for. What do they need? And how do you get the message across to them? All right? When you do your research, you find out what people actually need. And then you will have it in your content. There are places that you can have, that you can source out content for free. But the problem is that you don't even take time to do a research to find out the people who you are writing for, what they actually need. Most authors write for themselves. My first book was like that. I wrote for myself. It was purely motivational with a little bit of lessons. But right now that book is selling because I went back and redid it. Okay, so you need to understand that your book should not be pure inspirational or pure motivational. It should have an element of education, an element of information, an element of transformation that can help people move from step A to step B, point A to point B, or else people will not buy your book. And in order for you to know what people want, you need to do research and find out what they are looking for, what they have tried, okay, and what they are willing to buy. So it's not everything that worked for you that may work for them. So if your book is not selling, it's probably because you didn't do a good research before writing. You didn't do a good research on that topic. You didn't do a good research on that particular topic. You are just writing from your passion, from your experience. Yes, I give it to you. You have experience in that area. You are passionate about it. Probably you are qualified in that area. But there is another angle to that problem. There are many other angles to that problem. And believe me, probably the experience you had was 6 months ago. The world is evolving with the speed of light. New things are coming up every day. That topic, that niche, that area, that industry, or that subject matter that you want to write upon could have upgraded in the past 6 months. So you need to do research to find out the most current information that people are searching for. And it is only when you do research that you can identify these things and create a perfect content. Early this year, I audited a book for someone, and the guy was just so amazing. I don't know. I don't want to use a negative word. The book, I told him plain that the book is obsolete. The book is outdated. It's archaic. That was exactly what I told the guy. I told him that his book is archaic. I am not converting this book, and I can't publish this book because it will spoil my name. So he's now doing the book, he's redoing that book. So you need to know that new knowledge and new information is available. For you need to be abreast of what is current, okay? And what your audience are looking for, and have it in your book for the content to be valuable to them. Number four, the big four. This is one of the greatest reasons, one of the biggest reasons: no author presence. No author presence. I don't know why authors do this. Yes, you're gifted. Yes, you have an interest in writing. Yes, you're a good writer. Yes, you're passionate about the topic. But that does not mean that people will trust you enough to buy the book. Now, remember that buying is based on trust. Buying is emotional. Yes, buying is emotional. People buy because they trust you. People buy because they trust you. Now, take this illustration. If your book is a print book, people would buy it easily because they see it on the bookstore. They pay, they get the physical copy of your book. But if you're selling an ebook, they have to pay before they get the download. And whatever they get, whatever you send to them is what they get. They can't call you back to send the refund because that is business. You didn't force them. And now with the elements of scam and all that on the digital space, a lot of people are not too ready to release their money to people. So as an author, you need, the only thing that can help you sell more ebooks, make people download more of your books and pay you online for your ebook, is if you have an author presence, which a lot of authors don't. Now listen, you can be a professional in your area. You can be an executive in your field. You can be an entrepreneur, a great entrepreneur, but nobody knows you as an author. Nobody identifies your writing style. Who exactly are you speaking to? Okay, there are people that you are called to with your own writing style who would want to buy your book because of the way you write, because of the way you speak to them directly. People have said that when I talk or when I write a book, or when I write, it's like they're having a conversation with me. And that's why most of them buy my books. So there are people who like the humor you infuse in your books. Not because you are the only person writing in that industry or on that subject matter, but because they like the style of your writing. And for them to like it, they need to know it first. So do you have an author presence? Are you visible? Okay? Are you visible? Are you visible? Most authors don't have an author presence. I keep saying this, that social media is one of the greatest gifts that this generation, that this dispensation has. But a lot of people don't know how to leverage on it. They don't know how to maximize the social media space. I have a book which I'm writing about social media for authors. How you can leverage on the social media to build your KLT factor, so that once you launch any book, people start to buy it. It is on social media that you create your visibility, that you create your author brand. People need to know you as an author. You need to create a personal brand of authorship. Apart from the fact that now we all know that in whichever career that you are in, you can author a book. Now, people know you that you are a practicing doctor, or you're a practicing teacher, or you're a practicing lawyer, or you're a practicing dentist, or whatever profession you are. Then you decide to package your knowledge, your experience, and your expertise into a book. You need to begin to show people that you are an author too, by maximizing your social media presence. Your social media platform should be optimized. You should have, my God, you should have an optimized social media presence. It's not just the normal Facebook profile. No, you should have a Facebook profile page, but you should also have a business page where you can reach out to people who are interested in books. You should be on other platforms too that can help you grow. So get visible. If you're not visible, now if I go to your Facebook page, how many times do you talk about the subject of your book? People don't even talk about the subject of their book. One of my clients wrote a book on mindset mastery, and I asked him, are you a professional in this, or are you just skilled at it, or you're just passionate at it? Because I went to your Facebook wall and I have never seen anything about mindset or memory or anything. So why would I give you my hard-earned 1,000 or even 500 or even 200 naira? Because there is nothing to know here. I don't know you as an author. I don't know you as an expert in that area. I don't like you, what the content you're sharing here. If you can't give me valuable free content, is it the paid one that is going to be valuable to me? I don't trust you. I don't trust you, so I can buy your book. The fifth reason is no launch plan whatsoever. No launch plan whatsoever. When I tell authors that when you want to write your book, before you even start writing a book, you should have a launch plan for the book. I am going to be launching a book in October, and this is this is like 3 or 4 months ahead of October, isn't it? So you see, you should have like 3 months plan, 3 months launch plan for a book. That is how you strategize how you're going to market the book, how you're going to promote the book, because there are a lot of things involved in launching a book. You can do pre-order, which will enable you sell the book even before the book is ready. All right? You can get reviews, you can get recommendations, you can get ambassadors. There are a lot of things that having a launch plan, a launch strategy, a marketing goal will help you do. But authors don't do that. They just write and they use the element of surprise. Oh, surprise everyone. This is my birthday and I put together a book for you. Please buy. Send me the account note. This is the account number. Buy my book. And everyone will be sending you congratulations. Nobody is going to buy because you surprise them. In marketing, there is nothing like surprises. In marketing, in selling, there is nothing like maximizing the element of surprise. Nobody wants to be surprised. Everyone wants to know what they are paying for. In marketing and in sales, people want to be aware of what they are spending their money on. So if you're trying to surprise your audience or your would-be buyers, you are not going to make any money. They want to be involved in the journey of your book writing. Let them know what you are planning. Oh, I'm writing right now. Or you can give them snippets of the first chapter or stuff like that. So they are aware of the book. You build the momentum. You build their interest. You just build their interest. You pick their interest. And so once you launch, they are ready to buy it. They flood to it like flies flood to mango. So please don't use the element of surprises anymore for your book. Nobody wants to be surprised with money. They want to know what they are paying for. So a launch plan helps you to educate your readers, to educate your followers, to educate your contacts, to educate your list, to educate your people about the upcoming book. Lowest that you can have a launch plan is the least is 1 month, which is 30 days. The least is 1 month, which is 30 days. And you need to be doing it very judiciously, bombarding them with content at least once a day or even 2 times a day. So the algorithm on Facebook, on whichever social media you're using, is going to be showcasing you, putting you out there in their front. So everybody is seeing that book. They are seeing you're in their face always. And they can't deny the fact that you are serious. So once you then say the book is out, they will buy it. All right. Then the sixth reason is that you don't have a lead magnet. You don't have a lead magnet. In one of the trainings I held, I think early this year, goal setting for authors, I mentioned the fact that there are three major reasons why authors write books. The first one is for reach, which is visibility. Okay, to reach more people, to get more people to know about your brand story, your writing style, your kind of authorship and stuff like that, to know you and then to like you. And then the second reason is for impact, to help people solve a particular kind of problem, to make more impact, to have an effect, a positive effect on people, to be able to influence people. Then the third one is to make profit. Now, please, if you are a first-time author, you have never written and published a book before. In fact, if you are self-publishing, by self-publishing, I mean you are doing everything yourself, your first book should be a lead magnet. Yes, this is my advice to you right now. You have gotten free consultation from me right now. This is me consulting for you. Your first book, if you're self-publishing, should be a freebie. Your first book should be a freebie. That is how people get to understand the kind of style that you have, get to understand the kind of writer that you are, get to understand your writing style, your author brand style, get to understand your everything about you, get to know you, like you, and trust you. Now imagine you're buying granite. You know granite is wrapped. Granite, you know this cooked granite. When you go to buy cooked granite, what do the sellers, the hawkers do to you? They'll say, test now, test and see, it's very good granite. Why? Because the granite at the packaging, the cover could look very big, and inside it could be too soft, it could be cooked too soft, it could be cooked too salty, or it could be what they call it? It could be too small. While the packaging, the pack looks big. So you need to test and see, because the container is not always a good definition of what the content is. Someone can have a wonderful package, a wonderful book cover, and the content is zero. So as a first-time author who is self-publishing, especially if you're self-publishing, please have a lead magnet. Let your book be your freebie. Let your first book be a free book. If you can't give people free things, then people will not be able to buy from you. Now, if you don't have valuable freebies that you give to people, nobody will be able to trust you to create a sellable good content. This is where you create your first impression as an author. This is your opportunity to endear yourself to the heart of your audience. Make sure that your first book is a lead magnet. Make it free. Make it free. Okay? Automate your WhatsApp. Make them come to your WhatsApp to get it. All right? And when they come to your WhatsApp to get it, you collect their contact or you collect their email address before you drop it to them. WhatsApp Business has an automation that you can use. I have videos on that to show you how to automate your WhatsApp videos or your WhatsApp business. So you can automate it and send them this lead magnet so they get to know you as a professional there. And then they will even be the one asking for other products for you. Because that's how it happened for me. The first book I wrote was a lead magnet. And I had like about 100 and something women. It was my first women book. I wrote a book for women. And they were all asking me. That was how I started my coaching career, because they were all asking me for questions. Do you have something else? How do I move from this point to this point? Now I know about this, blah, blah, blah. What do I do next? Then it would also give you an idea of the next product to create, the next book to launch. Okay? So, but if you just start it from anywhere, people don't know you and people will be skeptical about spending their money on someone that they don't know. Unless if you're a big brand. People like Omomba Babinri, okay? She's a big brand. She can release any book on any topic right now. But not outside her topic, definitely. Not outside her area, or not outside personal branding, coaching, training, and all that, and accounting. She's not going to go to medicine and release a book on medicine and you buy it. No. Okay? So let's cap this up with the last reason why your book is not selling. The last reason why your book is not selling is because you don't see authoring or writing books as a business. You don't see it as a business yet. You don't see it as a business yet. Authoring is a business. Like I said earlier on, we have moved beyond seeing authoring, writing a book, as a project of passion or a project of interest or a project of, oh, I'm talented, oh, I'm skilled. Even people who never passed English in high school can write and make so much money from it. So don't mind all those jargons. Whether you have an ability in writing or you don't, it is a business. And what matters about it is that you need the skills, you need the right strategies. So now let me ask you a question. If you are in a business, probably you are in the business of selling products. Okay? If you're in the business of selling products, are you going to sell only one product? If you are selling just one product, are you going to make so much money compared to the person who has 10 products? No, you won't. The person who has 10 products is definitely going to be making so much money more than you because he has many other avenues. So that's what business is all about. If you see authoring as a business, you will have more than one book. So stop wasting your time writing just one book. I don't say you should write a half-baked book. Create your book and move on to the next book. Which is the reason why, if you have done a good research and you know what your audience wants, by the time you write your first book, you start getting questions, you start getting direct messages, people asking you for the continuation of that book because they have passed that point A. Now they are hungry to move to another point. The first time I started my publishing career, all I did was teach people how to publish, how to self-publish their ebooks. And the next thing, they wanted to know how to publish on Amazon. The next thing, they want to know why their book is not selling on Amazon. The next thing, they want to go into low content. The next thing, you understand? So it's a step by step. It's like a staircase. The more they handle one problem, they find another issue that they need to tackle. They find another thing that they need. Is a pointer to the business idea, to these different multiple streams of incomes that you can have as an author. As an author, you shouldn't only be writing books. As an author, you can take speaking engagement from your book. As an author, you can go into consulting with your book. I just started consulting recently. I did a 15 minutes consultation for a guy, and I told him early this year, because I was like, I need to break into the consultation area. And the first client I had, I told him, I am going to audit your book for 10 minutes. And then if you're interested in my services, you're going to pay me to give you consultation for 1 hour, 2,000 naira. I just wanted to try it out, and the guy said, okay. So I took his book and I audited his book. I showed him the reasons why his book would not sell and the reason why the book was not selling. And the guy was just blown away. He was blown away. He paid immediately for the 1 hour consultation. And right now, he just sent me a message a few weeks ago that he has sold about 50 copies just on WhatsApp, just by creating a Facebook page without ads. Just creating a Facebook page, because I gave him some ideas of what he could do. Run trainings, teach people. Since you don't want to create another book, that is it about lead magnet. In case you don't want to create a book, your lead magnet can be a training, can be a webinar. Host people on Facebook or on WhatsApp, get their contact details, host them on WhatsApp, teach them about the how or the what of your book. And then when you need to get into the how, you tell them to buy your book. That is how you can sell. All right, you need to start setting structures. That's what business is about. Identify the model that works for you. Are you a teacher? Can you teach? Then host webinars on WhatsApp or on Telegram. Are you a marketer? Can you sell? Now, then go out, start marketing, start getting out, reaching out to people to market it for you. Okay? Or do you just want to write? Then write another book, use it as a lead magnet, and keep the major book for selling. All right? Decide for yourself, what is the model that works well for me? Treat your book writing career as a business, and you will be able to create multiple streams of income from it. You can start coaching people on how to write books. You can start training people on how to solve that particular problem that you are tackling in your book. For example, if in your book you are an executive and you are training and you are helping people overcome, maybe let me use the illustration of mindset memory. Maybe you have an experience in NLP, neuro linguistic programming. Okay, you are helping people re-engineer their mindset reprogramming and mindset mastery and all that. So you can do a free training. You can start coaching people on it, and the amount you get from coaching is even far bigger than the amount you can get from selling ebooks. Okay, so find out the model that works well with you, the model that will work well for you. Don't just say, I'm an author, and you stay there. And then one thing about it being a business is that you're not going to start it today. Start in one area today, in one niche today, and tomorrow you jump into another niche. What do I mean by starting one niche? Perhaps your book is on relationship. Now, people are beginning to know you as a relationship expert. Then the next minute, in the next 2 days, or in the next 2 months, you jump into health. No, you can't be doing that. You're confusing your readers. They are wondering, are you a relationship and a health professional, or did you jump, or are you both of them? So they'll get confused. Make sure you are an expert in that particular area, in that industry. And that is why you need to go for skillful training. You need to get skilled. You need to acquire the skills that you need. You need to do research. Okay? So I am gonna wrap it up. I think I've said so much. These are the 7 major reasons why your book is not selling and why your book may not sell. 1, ugly cover, terrible description, poor content, no author presence on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter. When I go to your Facebook, I see people's posts that you are reposting. You're just posting birthdays and friends and all that. No launch plan. You're using the element of surprises anyway, and they also are surprising you by not buying. No lead magnet. You're so hungry for money that you don't want to give them testing. It's not yet a business to you. You're not serious about it. You're in this niche today, and tomorrow you jump into another one. It's not going to work that way. You can even go into low content, no content, or you can specify or specialize on high content books. Okay, I'm not going to talk about that today, so don't get me talking about low content, no content, and high content. We're going to talk about that in another video in ABS. Okay, so this is exactly what I have for you right today. So let me know, which of these mistakes have you made or are you making, and how do you want me to help you? How do you want me to help you surpass that mistake, correct this mistake, all right? How do you want me to help you? Which is the reason why I created the Authors Business School here on Telegram, where we're going to be sharing tips and resources every week. Every week, I'll be doing live streaming on this channel. So if you've got author friends, invite them here. And we'll be sharing how to write, how to publish, how to market and promote your book, and how to build a thriving business out of your books as an author. Okay, so let me know once you've done watching this video. I want to have your comments in the comment section. Drop your introduction, your name, your location, and how many books you have authored, and then let me know the mistakes you have made and how you want me to help you, so I will know the next video to prepare for next week. Okay, once again, I am Ihoma Linda Ariwodo. I am committed to see you turn your dream of writing into a reality. All right, I will see you next week. Bye bye.